today, please answer. Okay, this is switch 0 and I don't like 0, so I'm going to delete this. Okay, so 0, like 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and I want to make it like reverse today. So what I'm doing, I'm going to configure like this. Okay, it is just a diagram. So okay, and now I'm going to connect this. Okay, you can use any like fast ethernet 0/1 with the fast ethernet 0/1. Okay, you can able to see this clearly. So I'm going to, yeah, okay, now fast ethernet 0/2 with the fast ethernet 0/2, and then fast ethernet 0/3 with fast ethernet 0/3. Okay, yeah, good evening Mohammed. Yeah, good evening. Now take a pen and paper. Okay, take a pen and paper very quickly. I'm waiting for 2 minutes. Okay, take pen and paper very quickly. Yeah, I want you to calculate this and you tell me that how this things works. Okay, yes Mukesh, today clear is everything. Yeah, yeah, then this is good, this is good. Yeah, good. Our ultimate way is like pass interview, pass exam and understand the topics. Okay, so yeah, this is good. Yeah, so are you guys ready with the pen and paper? Yeah, this is the scenario, and if you can able to tell me, can you able to tell me like which port right now, which port is like which switch, out of which switch, like out of these three switch, which switch is a root? Can you able to tell me which switch is a root? Yeah, I'm not going to inside switch, I'm not going to open console. Okay, so from this three switch you have to tell me that like which switch is a root. Yeah, good. Draw this lab like this. Okay, draw this. Okay, draw this. Yeah, Kausal is saying ready, Aru is saying ready. Yeah, Aru, you are new and it is really good to get reply from you, so reply every day. Okay, uh Mark is saying switch 1 is the root. Yeah, Mark is saying switch 1 is the root. Okay, Mark is saying switch 1 is the root. Rajkumar is saying switch 1 is the root. Mohin is saying switch 1 is the root. Kausal is saying switch 1 is the root. Wow, so this is really very clear. Okay, switch 1 is root. Why? How can you say that? Because like if you are new, like you, if you attended this particular spanning tree session, you can able to answer easily. But if you are new, you are attending this session first time, let me clarify this. Out of these three switch, yeah, uh this switch is having this block port, so we can say that basically this switch like root don't have this block port, right? So switch 2 is not a root, right? This switch 2 is not root. Now if you count the switch 3, okay, switch 3 is like connected with switch 2 and switch 2 having block port, right? So this way we can say that if we have this three switch, if we have this three switch, we will not face any blocking port with the root, right? If you have two switch, it is a different matter, but you have three switch, it doesn't work, right? So and that particular perception, you can that switch 1 is a root. Yeah, switch 1 is a root. Good. Now uh switch 2 and switch 3, yeah, can you tell me uh which switch having the lowest MAC address? Okay, so you have to tell me like wait, you have to tell me that out of these three switch, which switch having the lowest MAC address? Out of switch 1, 2 and 3, which switch having the lowest MAC address? Out of these three switch, which switch is having the lowest MAC address? Nitish Sharma, good evening. And there are many people who are watching this video and then they are replying. Yeah, like I like to thank them people like Wait a minute, you are replying. So I like to thank, specially thanks to Mark Donald. Yeah, I am reading your each and every comment. Okay, I am reading your each and every comment, and you are, whenever you are watching this video, you are commenting. Yeah, it's super. And then we have our Naveen Bhai Panda. Yeah, Naveen Bhai, thank you. And yeah, Mukesh, also thank you. Yeah, you are watching video and you are commenting. Yeah, so this is really good. Okay, so Abhishek Sharma is saying switch one as the lowest MAC address. Raj Kumar is saying lowest MAC address, good, right? Good, super. Okay, now tell me, out of switch 2 and switch 3, which switch having a lowest MAC address? Out of switch 2 and switch 3, which switch having a lowest MAC address? Out of switch 2 and switch 3, which switch having a lowest MAC address? Yeah, I'm asking you this type of question. Why? Because when you face interview, yeah, in some interview they are giving you like pen and paper, and you have to answer this. Yeah. So switch 3, Mark is saying switch 3. Okay. Nitish Sharma is saying switch 3. Nitish Sharma is saying switch 2. Sorry, Prakash Kumar is saying switch 3. Mukesh Bhagat is saying switch 2. So now we have this mixed opinion. Yeah, we have this mixed opinion. Why? Basically, say switch 3 having a lowest MAC address, and because switch 3 having a lowest MAC address, switch 2 have to block this port. Yeah, because switch 2 port is now not a designated port, not the root port. Okay, so because if your port is not the designated port and it is not the root port, then it will be like a blocked. Okay, so let me verify this. Let me verify. Okay, so I'm going to switch to, I'm going to give like I'm in CLI, and let me give name, host name, SW1, and so spanning tree. So here we have this switch, and keep this in mind that this is root, and I'm going to copy this MAC address, right? So copy, and I'm going to open this in a whiteboard. Yeah. So switch 1. Okay, this is MAC address of switch 1, and now I'm going to switch to CLI enable, so spanning tree, and now this is what the switch, let me give name, so host name SW2, right? And here is the MAC address, so I'm going to copy this, SW2, and this is what the MAC address. Why I'm getting same MAC address? Wait. There is something confusing. Yeah, switch 1. Okay, I just copy the MAC address of root. Wait. I did mistake. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is what the MAC address. Okay, wait. Copy, and here we have this. Is it same like what is happening over here? I'm able to copy, and here, wait. Let me write this manually. 002A. Okay, 4142 42, and then we have 2CC0. Okay, 2CC and 0. Okay, so this is what the MAC address of switch 2. You can verify over here. This is what the breeze ID, and then I'm going to switch 3. Okay, and then CLI, and here enable config T hostname switch 3. Okay, and so spanning tree, Here is the MAC address of switch 3, Control C. And now I don't know why this copy and paste is not working. Wait. This is copy. Wait, I have to write 0006. Okay, and then 2A45, 2A45, and then B0, B0, C6. B0, C6. Okay, and this is what the MAC address of switch 3. Right, so we have MAC address of all these switches. Okay, now verify this. First of all, 000. Okay, this is the way you verify. I know, Control C, Mukesh. Yeah, it was not working. I don't know why. Okay, 0000, 0000, and here we have this 2. Yeah, here we have this 2. So if it is 2, it means it is the lowest one. So switch 1 is like, we can designate them, yeah, as a first. Yeah, we can designate first. Now verify this. It has a and it has a 6. Yeah, so now this will be switch, like switch 3 will be second. Yeah, and this is like switch 3, it has a highest one, so it will be like a third. Okay, and because of it has highest, it is getting block port. Yeah, yeah, it is getting, like switch 2 is getting block port, right? So this is how we know this. Now let me add something more extra. Okay, let me add something more extra. Now what happened if I will add the fourth switch? Yeah, I already questioned this, but like, I don't know, I got only 3 or 5 response. So now today you have to give me live answer. Okay, I'm going to delete this. Okay, and now let me add one more switch. Okay, let me add one switch. So here we're going to add one more switch. Okay, so 1 1 2 2 and 3 3. Okay, and now 4 4 3. So basically when we are using, okay, when we are using, like we have a 3 switch, it is easy to identify block port. It is easy to identify block port. Okay, but we have, if we have 4 switch, it is not easy to identify the block port. Okay, so now we have to find it out, like which port will be block port and which port will be the uh the uh designated port. Like I have to find out the total status. Okay, so already we are having the MAC address of switch 2 3, and now I'm going to add the MAC address of switch 4. Okay, so enable and so spanning tree. Here is the MAC address, copy, copy, and now I'm going to here 00D0. Okay, and then FFD4, F F D4. Okay, and 4571. Okay, and this is what the MAC address of switch 1, sorry, switch 4. Okay, so I'm having 4 switch. Okay, I'm having 4 switch, and this is like a MAC address of each and every switch. Now let me draw all these 4 switch over here. Okay, and you need to identify everything. Okay, I'm not going to that particular situation, because if I will go there, you can able to identify this. Okay, and I don't want to give you any option. So this is what we have: switch 1, we have switch 2, we have switch 3. Okay, switch 3 is not over here. Here we have the switch 3. Okay, and here we have the switch 4. Okay, so this is switch 1, this is switch 2, this is switch 4, and this is switch 3. Okay, and now it is connected. Okay, now it is connected, and now I'm going to drag this MAC address so you can able to understand. This is the MAC address of this particular switch, this is MAC address of this switch, this is MAC address of that particular switch, and this is MAC address of this. Okay, yeah. Now tell me which switch will be root. Yeah, which switch will be root? Let me remove this first, second, third mark. Okay, which switch will be root? S1 is always root. Mark is saying S1 will be always root. Is it okay? Yeah, anybody is there or Mark? Yeah, Mark is saying S1 very quickly. Okay, so let me. Yeah, Rajkumar is saying switch 4. Rajkumar is saying switch 4. No, Rajkumar 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then we have the 0 over here. Here we have the 0. And then we have 0 over here also. But here we have this D. Yeah, okay, okay, just typo. Okay, so switch 1 is a root, right? Switch 1 is a root. So let me give them designation. It is a root. Okay, and what will be the designated of, like, what will be the status of the switch 1? Yeah, what will be the port, like, yeah, what will be the name of this particular port? Yeah, I just signed this red. Yeah, just give me the name of this port. Yeah, Aru is saying always lowest switch 1, switch 1. Good, good. Yeah, now tell me what will be the status of switch 1's port? Yeah, what will be the status of switch 1's port? Aru is saying RP. Okay, wait for the. Yeah, you have to talk. Yeah, you have to tell me about this particular status of this port. Okay, I'm just making it red. Yeah, Aru. Okay, designated port. Mukesh is saying designated port. Yeah, okay, I'm waiting for others. Prakash Kumar is saying designated port. Yeah, okay. Rajkumar having typo. It is like a designated port. Okay, designated port, right? So basically this is called designated port. Okay, so basically people are doing this mistake. Yeah, basically they are saying that route, like port of the root port is like port of the root is a root port, right? So this is not true. This ports we consider it as a designated port, right? So this is a designated port. Yeah, this is a designated port, right? Like we can count this like D, red is like DP. Yeah, now tell me the root port. Okay, tell me the root port, like in the switch 2 which port will be root port? Okay, I'm going to give like temporary to, you can able to give answer, so I'm going to give like name like A and B. Which port of the switch, yeah, which port of switch 2 will be root port, A or B? Which port of the switch will be root port, A or B? Which port of the switch 2 will be root port, A or B? We are doing this like a, I think after the week gap. Okay, so that's why I'm repeating this, and yeah, you can never forget after this particular session. Okay, Prakash Kumar is saying A is a root port, right. So don't want to argue more, and this is what the root port, right? This is what the root port. Yeah, this is what the root port. Now tell me about switch 4. Yeah, which port will be root port, A or B? Tell me about this particular port, switch 4. Yeah, it is always like, okay, A and B, don't want to argue with, though this will be the, Now what about this switch? Yeah, what about this switch? Okay, now you tell me A and B. Okay, which port of the switch 3 will be root port? I don't want to give you this picture, okay? I just want to verify this. Okay. Sayyid Ali Raza is saying A, and Prakash Kumar is saying A. Nitish Kumar is Nitish. Okay, now please tell me, like, are you talking about switch 3 or 4? Okay, like this is what the confusion is. Okay, Dharmraj Chauhan. Yes, Dharmraj is a new, Sayyid is a new, so new guys are joining and like commenting. This is really good. Yeah, depend on cost. Now Sayyid is saying depend on the cost, but the problem over here, Sayyid, is like if you verify this, yeah, we have this like by default, if it is 100 mbps, yeah, so the cost is like 19 always. Yeah, 19. So if you think about cost, it is 100 mbps, so the cost is 19 only. Okay, cost is 19 only. So Kausal is saying B. I want to argue, like I want that you give me answer properly, verify this. Not sure for switch 3. This is what the problem mark. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this exercise. Yeah, many people will not be sure for switch 3 for sure. Prakash Kumar is sure. Maybe he gave me answer in the when I asked this question previously, and that is Prakash Kumar is sure. Yeah, he's saying port A. Prakash Kumar, are you confirmed? Like, are you sure about this? Yeah, this is not 1 crore question, but are you sure? Mark is saying not sure. Nitish Sharma is saying B. Yeah, confusing and confusing is happening over here. Anyone with any answer? Yeah, you can Google it fast. Google it. Okay, let me. Sayyid Ali Raza is saying A. Okay, how? Prakash Kumar is saying confirm. Prakash Kumar, lock kar do. Yeah, Sayed is saying sure A, right? Yeah, Sayed, can you explain me? Prakash Kumar, can you explain me why it is A? Yeah, you guys are awesome. You are giving me right answer, but can you explain me why? Yeah, confused. This is what the confusion, right? And just imagine, yeah, you are in exam and you got question like this. Yeah, it costs you 195 US dollars. Okay, and if you are in the interview of Infosys and they are asking question like this, yeah, it costs you like a big good salary. Yeah, so this is what the problem is. Okay, so yeah, because switch MAC address. Which switch MAC address? Yes, say which switch MAC address? Yeah, lesser than the other switch. Yeah, this is what this reality. See, now this switch. Okay, now I'm going to decode this. Okay, now why this port is a designated port? Okay, why this port is a designated port? Okay, now if you are having any confusion, okay, just a simple matter, just find out the neighbor. Okay, just find out the neighbor. Now cost is equal. Yeah, because of this cost factor. Yeah, because of this cost factor, we are always like thinking that okay, based on the cost we can select any route. But right now cost is not the factor over here, because cost is same. Okay, you can go over that particular point. Yeah, cost is same. So here what we can find it out, switch 3, we are talking about switch 3, right? Now find out the MAC address of the neighbor. Basically we call it a breeze ID. Yeah, find out the MAC address like breeze ID. So here we have this switch 2 and here we have switch 4. Okay, and now compare the MAC address of the neighbor. Like here we have 0 0, here we have 0, we have 0, we have D over here, and here we have 0. So because, yeah, After BPDU messages action, lower MAC address selected as a root bridge, the lower MAC address, Rakesh, the lower MAC address of this neighbor. Like because switch 2 having a lower MAC address, yeah, this port is now designated. Okay, now if this port, this port is now a root port, right? So this is what the root port. Okay, now this port is a root, so this will be like a designated. Yeah, this port will be like designated. Yeah, it can be any block, it can block any port, right? But this is what we have, this lower cost we can say, right? So this will be the designated port. Okay, and this port will be blocking. Yeah, this port will be blocking. Yeah, this is block. Yeah, and if you want to verify this, you can, okay, like see this. Okay, so you have to find out the neighbor's MAC address. Yeah, you have to find out neighbor's MAC address. Okay, the switch which is sending this BPDU, or this is what it is required, right? So don't be confused with this particular system. Maybe someone like ask you this question, and then you will be in trouble, and I don't want you to be in trouble, right? So then, okay, now I'm going to give you one more example, right? See this, like I'm going to add one switch. Okay, I'm going to add one switch, like this switch, and now this switch. Okay, fifth and sixth, right? Now I'm going to copy the MAC address. Now this copy is really, wait, enable, so spanning tree. Okay, just without connection it cannot. So let me remove this topology and let me add them. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going to delete this. Switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, delete. Yeah, we have this switch 1 and switch 2, and we have this port number 2. Okay, so what I'm drawing over here, see this, wait. Here I'm having one switch. Okay, and here I'm having one second switch. Right, now this switch is switch 1, so it has this MAC address. Yeah, and this is switch 2, so here he has this particular MAC address, right? And we have switch 2. Now I'm going to connect 2 port. Yeah, I'm going to connect 2 port. Okay, and I want to verify this, like which port is already connected. Port number 2 is already connected, so this is a second number port, and I'm going to connect port number 3. Yeah, I'm going to connect port number 3. Now tell me, which port will be blocking port? Switch 1, 2, 3 or switch 2, 2, 3? Yeah, so we have total this type of port. So which port will be in the blocking state? Which port will be in a blocking state? Yeah, this is the scenario. You have MAC address and everything in front of you. So you guys give me answer. What is switch 1? Prakash Kumar, what is 3? Mark says 2 or 3. Yeah, I know that 2 or 3. You have to answer me like this. Yeah, you have to answer me like switch 1, port 2, switch 1, port 3, switch 2, port 2, and switch 2, port 3. Yeah, so give me answer like this. Kausal is saying switch 2, port 3. Rajkumar is saying 3 2 3. No. Yeah, this is what 3 2 3. If there is a one block is a block, like the next end is like we consider as, so this is okay, but I want answer like this. I'm not able to understand, like Prakash Kumar is saying 3, but which switch? Okay, Rajkumar is saying 323. Mark is saying 223. 323. No, this is what. Prakash Kumar is saying switch 1, 3, switch 2, 3. There will be only one port will be blocked. Yeah, there will be only one port which will be blocked, right? So Prakash Kumar, you are saying 2 port. This is not possible. Yeah. So Sayyid Ali Raza is saying switch to port 3. Yeah. So here we can find it very easily. How? The first is MAC address. Check the MAC address, and this will be the root. Okay. Now this switch is a root. Okay. Now if this switch is root, all the port of the root is always designated port, right? Is the always designated port. Now this port can be anything. Yeah, it can be anything. But this time you cannot identify this type of system like the neighbor's MAC address. Why? Because the neighbor's MAC address is same. Yeah, both the port is connected with the same switch, so the neighbor MAC address is same, right? Here we have this option like switch 2 having a lower MAC address, and that's why this will be the designated port. But in this case you cannot identify this because both the ports are actually connected with the same switch, and this switch having a same MAC address. Yeah, so in this particular situation, lower the port number will get the priority. Okay, so this port will be root port. Yeah, and this port will be like blocked. Okay, I just want to connect this, so I'm going to this particular situation, and now I'm going to connect this cable. Okay, and see this. Yeah, now you can able to see the status, and at the end it will block this switch number 2, and it will be like green. Yeah, wait. And I will also explain you this why we have to wait for this. Yeah, spanning tree port fast, spanning tree port fast. Will see this. Yeah, switch to port number 3, and as per our system, yeah, we have this switch like go to this, and here we have the same, right? So now if you're able to understand this, you'll never forget about the spanning tree and all, right? So now if it is clear, tell me clear. So I'm going for the next topic, and the topic would be PVST. PVST stands for per VLAN spanning tree. Yeah. Yeah, if it is clear, just type clear. So I'm going for the next topic. Okay, and we'll talk about what we call it. It is PVST. Yeah, PVST stands for per VLAN spanning tree. Yeah, Mark is saying clear. Okay, done. So clear. Okay, Mukesh is saying clear. Rajkumar is saying clear. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you. Like, let me go for all new space, and now see this. I'm having 3 switch. Okay, and I'm doing it very quickly, so I will not ask you questions for 5 minutes. Yeah, so done. Now let me make it like this. Okay, and let me connect these cables. 1 1 2 2 and 3 3. Okay, and now welcome real Joshan, welcome. So now here we have this 3 switch scenario, right? And now I want VLAN. I want VLAN. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to configure VLANs very quickly. Okay, there is a VTP there, so it can share the VLAN information and all this, but all this crap is now gone. So I'm going to create all this manually. Okay, so I want switch 1, and I want to configure this switch as a, like I want to configure port 1 and 3 as a trunk port, right? So I'm going to CLI. Because I want to create multiple VLAN, it is necessary to configure trunk, right? So host name, switch 1. Yeah, interface fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode trunk. Okay, it is called manual trunking, interface pass Ethernet 0/3, switch port mode, trunk, right? So this is done. This is a switch port trunk. And now if you want to verify, you can give like so interface trunk. Yeah, so 1 and 3 is trunk. And if you verify this, it is also trunk. So let me verify it quickly. Like enable config T, host name, switch 2. And now I'm going to configure interface fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode, trunk, interface fast Ethernet 0/2, switch port mode, trunk, right? So it is trunk now. And now I'm going to configure switch 2 like fast Ethernet 0/2 and 3. Okay. Enable config T, host name, switch 3. Yeah, I have to verify port again, 2 and 3. Okay, interface fast Ethernet 0/2, switch port mode, trunk, and interface fast Ethernet 0/3, switch port mode, trunk. Okay, so interface trunk. Okay, we have 2 and 3 trunk, we have 2 and 3 trunk, and here we have this 2 and 1 trunk. Okay, so right, so it is done. Now I'm going to create one VLAN. Okay, I'm going to create one VLAN. Like I'm going to create VLAN 2. Sorry, VLAN 2. You can give any name like CCNA, switch 2, INT VLAN, sorry, VLAN 2, name CCNA, and here I'm going to create switch 3, same VLAN. Okay, config T, VLAN 2, name CCNA. Okay, right. So this is what we have right now. Okay, and it is done. Okay, now we have two VLANs, right? We have two VLANs in all the switches. And now if you go to spanning tree to verify this, like so, spanning tree, see here you are getting detail about VLAN. See, we are getting detail about per VLAN. See this VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. Okay, and as I said you in the first spanning tree lecture, okay, we have this extended system ID, and because of this we have to add like a VLAN number. So the default priority is 32768, but if you are working with the VLAN 1, it has a 32768, and if this is a VLAN 2, so it has a 32770, right? 32768 plus 2. So when you are looking at over here, we have like in the detail we are getting like a spanning tree. When I am giving this one, so spanning tree, I'm getting detail for a VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. Yeah, VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. So now the matter over here is, and the problem over here is, see this, the block port is only one. Yeah, the block port is only one. So basic standard spanning tree is basically blocking only one port. Yeah, so it has block port 1 for VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. For both, this particular port is blocked. Okay, so now what is happening over here, suppose if you have computer and like it has it wants to send the data. Yeah, it is like this port is blocked, so everything is going through this particular way, right? This is the way, like this is the way my computer is sending the data, because this path or this road is now blocked by the spanning tree. Okay, so let me copy this so you can able to understand. Wait a minute. Today I have to close this. Yeah, see this. Suppose if we have computer over here, okay, and it wants to send the data to this particular computer. what will happen over here? It will send the data using this path. Yeah, it will send the data using this path. Why? Because this port is blocked, and like we can say that it is unutilized. Yeah, we are not able to utilize it. This is totally blocked, right? So by default, like we can configure it by default. The default mode is like a PVST. Okay, it is standard PVST. Now meaning is per VLAN spanning tree. And because we have this default mode, yeah, we are able to find it out. Like, see, we are getting detail of spanning tree per VLAN. See, you are giving like spanning tree, and here we have this detail for VLAN 1, and here we have detail for VLAN 2. Okay, so how can I utilize this process? How can I utilize this process? I can take advantage of PVST. Yes, I can take advantage of PVST. And what will be the advantage? The advantage can be like this. What I will do for this particular, I'm talking about this particular switch. Okay, what I want to do, I want to configure like this port. Yeah, this port will be blocked. Okay, this port will be blocked for VLAN 2. Okay, this port will be blocked for VLAN 2, but not for VLAN 1. Yeah, this port will be blocked for VLAN 2, but not for VLAN 1, right? And same way, this port will be blocked for VLAN 1. Yeah, VLAN 1, but not for VLAN 2. Okay, so we have, actually, if you think about that, we have two block port, but actually both working also. Why? Because this port is blocked for VLAN 2. So if I am having data, like let me tell you one red VLAN, and if it has a data, it can send to this particular port, because VLAN 1, like we can say that red VLAN is like open for them, because this port is blocked, but not for all VLAN. It is only blocked for VLAN 2. And this port is blocked not for all VLAN. It is only blocked for VLAN 1. So if it has a data for VLAN 2, it can be passed through this. So this particular port can able to travel data for VLAN 1, and this particular port, yeah, this particular port can able to transfer the data. Yeah, this can able to transfer the data for VLAN 2. Yeah, now I'm taking pause for 2 minutes. Just understand this particular scenario. Yeah? Look at the picture and then able to understand this. Like you will be like confused. Okay. So look at this picture and then see this picture for 1 minute, and then you can able to understand. Okay. I'm going to repeat this and then I will take a pause for 1 minute. This port is blocked for VLAN 2. It means this red VLAN 1 can able to send the data using this port, right? And this particular port is blocked for VLAN 1. Now it is blocked for VLAN 1. So this blue VLAN can able to send, VLAN 2 can able to send the data from this particular port. So virtually two ports are blocked. And if you think like, again, it is not blocked, like both the port is open for particular VLAN. Yeah, and this is called PVST, right? So if the concept is clear, just type clear, then I'm going, like I'm moving ahead. Yeah, is it clear? You are able to understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, if it is clear, then type clear, so I'm going to move ahead. Yeah, by default, when you are working with the Cisco switch, it blocks all the same port for each and every VLAN. For example, right now our block, this particular port is blocked for all VLAN. Yeah, for VLAN 1, 2, 3, for any port. Yeah, it is blocked. If you have more than VLAN 2, yeah, Arur, this is really nice question. But for this question, you have to wait till Tuesday. Yeah, till Tuesday. We'll talk about this also. And this is what we call MST. Yeah, we'll talk about this. So don't worry about it. I will give you answer, but you have to wait for 2 or 3 days. Yeah, Rajkumar is saying, please explain one more time. Yeah, Rajkumar, see this. Right now the situation is this port is blocked. Yeah, right now the situation is, see, Sayyad is saying, how about multiple VLAN? I will explain you this. I will explain you. Don't worry about this. Yeah, we are just coming up like with the one VLAN, then VLAN 2. Yeah. Okay. So Rajkumar, we have this port blocked. Now this particular port is blocked for both VLAN, VLAN 1 and VLAN 2. Okay. So every VLAN is sending the data using this particular track. Okay. Every VLAN is sending data using this particular track. Right. This is the track that we are using. Okay. But what I want that VLAN 1 will send the data using this particular track, and VLAN 2 can able to send the data using this particular track. Okay. So actually I want to utilize both. Okay. So what I want to this particular port to be blocked for VLAN 2, and because this port is blocked for VLAN 2, VLAN 1 can able to send the data. So the data will go through this port, and I want to block this port for VLAN 1, and I can able to send the data for VLAN 2 using this particular path. Okay, so this is what I want. Now if you want to configure this, it is really very easy. Okay, and how can you do this? You just need to move, you just need to move the location of root. Okay, it's the location of the root. So if you want this port to be blocked, if you want this port to be blocked for VLAN 2, I want this block port, sorry, if you want this fast Ethernet 0/3 of switch 1 block for VLAN 1, I want this port fast Ethernet 0/3 should be blocked for VLAN 1. Switch 2 must be root. Switch 2 must be root. If you configure like this, everything will be easy. Okay, so let me do this. So right now I'm not concerning about anything. Okay, I just want to block this particular port for VLAN 1. Okay, I just want to configure, like I want to block this fast Ethernet 0/3 to be blocked for VLAN 1. So what I'm going to configure, I'm going to switch 2. Okay, and go to switch 2 and give command like spanning tree VLAN 1 root primary. Okay, so what will happen if this root will be like, if this particular switch will be, if this switch 2 will be root, okay, root for VLAN 1, this will be the root port. Fast Ethernet 02 will be root port, and then it will block any port between these two, right? So just simple, I'm going to switch 2, and I just give the command spanning tree VLAN 1 root primary. Whenever I will enter over here, okay, this particular switch 2, so spanning tree. Now this switch 2 is a root breeze. This switch 2 is a root for VLAN 1. Okay, now concentrate on VLAN 1 only. Okay, now concentrate on VLAN 1 only. Wait for some time, because here the status are changing. There is a more learning, listening. All this we will talk about this next Tuesday. So wait for 5 minutes. Both the port is forwarding. Just concentrate on VLAN 1. Okay, just concentrate on VLAN 1. Okay, now if you verifying over here, see, we are not getting any blocking port. We are not getting any blocking port, but this particular switch is a root for VLAN 1. Okay, and because this switch is a root for VLAN 1, okay, it may block any port. And here we have this, like I'm going to switch 1, and then I'm going to give command like show spanning tree. See this VLAN 1 is blocking switch 1 fast Ethernet 0/3. See this, here we have switch 1, and here if you find the status, it is blocked. So this particular port is blocked, but for what? For VLAN 1. Okay, now I want to block this particular port fast Ethernet 01 for VLAN 2. Okay, so how can it possible? If I will configure different root for a different VLAN, it will block the different port. So what happened? I'm going to fast Ethernet 0/2. Okay, and then enable, and then I'm going to give command like spanning tree Okay, look at the command what I'm typing. Okay, spanning tree VLAN 2, and then I'm typing root primary. So now we have different root for a different VLAN, and because we have different root for different VLAN, we will get different blocking port also. Yeah, so it is, everything is based on the root's location. So now this is a root for VLAN 2, this is root for VLAN 1. Now this is a root for VLAN 1, it is a blocking port. Now this is root for VLAN 2, this particular port is blocking. Okay, so go to switch 1. Okay, and here you command like so spanning tree. Yeah, so here we are not getting this, but wait, maybe this can be block switch 2's block port. So wait, yeah, see this. Yeah, fast ethernet 0/1, fast ethernet 0/1, like this port is blocked, and it doesn't make like any changes. Yeah, if this port is blocked or this particular port is blocked, the way is like this particular way is not available for VLAN 2. Yeah, this port is not available for VLAN 2. Okay, only VLAN can able to transfer the traffic over this port, and this port is not available for VLAN 2. Only VLAN 1 can able to transfer the traffic from this particular port, right? So no, I sorry, I speak wrong. This port is available for VLAN 1 only, and this port is available for VLAN 2 only, right? This is what we require. Yeah, so clear? Or if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Yeah, you understand or not? This is what the PVST, per VLAN, you are blocking traffic per VLAN. Okay, you are blocking traffic per VLAN. So we have 2 port block for each VLAN. So if you have 2 port, like if we have 2 VLAN, there are 2 block port, right, per VLAN. Yeah, so clear? If it is clear, just type clear. And if you have any doubt, I cannot clear your doubt today. We will meet on Tuesday, and then I have to repeat, like I will repeat something, so we can again come back to the main clear. Yeah, so clear, done. Yeah, it is like it is blocking this particular port. Okay, but it doesn't make any difference. Okay, it can be any. Sir, you are not configure switch 3 as a root port for VLAN 2. No, you can configure any, like whatever you want to block. Like it is totally depend on the blocking. I want this port to be blocked, like in between this, so I just configure switch 3. Yeah, but if you have this 2 VLAN, we have to configure 2 port, like 2 root, so it will block 2 different port, as a blocking will be 2 different port, right? So this is how it done. Yeah, we can change priority and it will block switch 1 port also. Yeah, so then if you have any query, you can comment anytime. And